Hey, on episode, I will quickly discuss with you the five most important interview questions related with the Docker, which has been asked to me. Okay, so let's start with the very first one. Like, what's the difference between a container and a VM? Okay, so this question you basically get in the either screening round or the first round of your DevOps engineer interview. Okay, so here you need to just tell about like containers, like whatever you want to keep, that only you keep it. But in VM, you get different tools, different libraries, different binaries, and also its size is more, but container size will be less. And container shares the basically host OS kernel, but in case of VM, it comes with the full OS, whether it's Ubuntu or any other. Okay, distribution of Linux. Okay, so key point you just keep in mind, like container use Linux namespaces plus CG groups for isolation, and there is no separate OS is needed. But VMs runs full guest OS on top of like hypervisor. You can just tell this thing. Okay, so the next important question that you get is like, how do you reduce your document size? So here the one answer that should come in your mind, that is the multi-stage build. But other than that, you can tell like you need to use this Alpine or install this base image. You can just combine multiple run layers, like whatever. For example, like this, you can just see runs npm ci and npm run build. So you need to use this and symbols, two symbols, to basically combine two commands instead of writing multiple run. You can just combine it in one. Okay, and also you should use the docker ignore to just prevent copying node modules and all. Okay, then you need to remove this dev dependencies. So this also you need to keep in your mind. Okay, when they ask you. Now the third question is the important one, that is the difference between the copy and add. Okay, so in this question, basically, like you need to tell like both say works same. Both is used to copy files only, but in case of add, we get some extra things like it auto extracts the star and zero archives, and also it can fetch files from the URLs, whatever URL you will give. Okay, so that is the one difference is there in copy and add. Okay, and next question is the important one, difference between the entry point and CMD. So here you need to basically tell like whatever you give in the CMDs in the Docker file, that you can basically override using this Docker run commands like this. You can just tell. And also in case of entry point, it's not possible, you cannot override like this. For that you need to use one flag, that is the hyphen hyphen entry point. Okay, so these are the points, you can just read it so that you will get to know what are the things are there. And yeah, simple way to remember, entry point is basically what to run, CMD is basically how to run it. Okay, if you take our example, so if you have to run any Java application, so you basically write java hyphen jar and the app.jar or any name. So Java is your executable and others are your basically command line arguments. Okay, so the next last question is like how do you find vulnerabilities in a Docker image? So the answer is basically what tool you use. So in our case, we used to use this Trivy scan. So that you have to basically tell like Trivy scan is used to find out whatever the vulnerabilities, their severity, their CVs, all those things. And other tools you have Snake Grip, then Docker Scout and Clear, all these things. Okay, so these are some of the five most important I will tell according to me, because these are the questions which have been asked to me. So that's why I'm telling to you guys. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. And yeah, if you liked it, you can just share it with others. And any other question you have in your mind, you can just tell. And if you have faced any other question in interviews, that also you can just tell. Okay, so that's it for this video guys, and I will see you in the next one.